grab your lightsabers and chug those mana potions. Next month, the world's largest gaming expo, E3, arrives, and we are here to level up your knowledge as we round up the hottest upcoming RPGs. First up, sharpen your sword. The team that brought us Fallout is returning to the fantasy realms with Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Dragons! Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, they're going to be dragons.
In this open-world RPG, the land has descended into civil war, and you must save it from an ancient god who has taken dragon form.
It is one of the most, if not the most beautiful game to date. Everything you see on the horizon, you can go to and you can interact with, so that in and of itself says that it's going to be a huge game.
You can discover quests in a multitude of ways, rather than just having to talk to someone with their face right in front of you, telling you which way to go.
And knowing Bethesda, we can certainly expect a ton of story and gameplay.
Bethesda knows how to pack a lot of content into a standalone retail release. So I think we're going to be playing this game for 3-4 years.
Epic quests, a huge fantasy world, and giant dragons? Sign us up! But if you prefer lightsabers to steel swords, then you'll want to head to a galaxy far, far away with the long-awaited Star Wars MMO, The Old Republic. The game takes place over 3,000 years before the events of the prequels, as a new conflict has risen between the Jedi and the Sith.
You've got the Star Wars franchise, so people are familiar right away with sabers, the Force, the light side, the dark side, the Leia buns, all that's there.
You have no idea what you've unleashed, Jedi.
I think it's going to attract a new audience, maybe somebody who's not as interested in elves and trolls and orcs.
However, BioWare has faced criticism of late due to them consistently pushing back the release date.
There's only one good thing that can come from that game at this year's E3, that is a release date, and ideally a release date that has the 2011 in it, although to be fair, I am losing hope.
Prejudice set to maximum.
Will it be BioWare's destiny to release The Old Republic this year? All eyes will be on it at E3. And finally, we all know good things come in threes, and it looks like Mass Effect will continue this trend with their final outing. In this sci-fi epic, Earth has been attacked by the Reapers, and it's up to Commander Shepard to mount a counterattack.
Mass Effect 3 is going to round out the trilogy of the Mass Effect series. We're left off at Mass Effect 2 with Commander Shepard knowing that an assault from the Reapers was somewhat imminent.
The last shot of that game sets up one awesome battle. And so I think Mass Effect 3 is going to be that battle.
It's going to be very interesting to see how Mass Effect 3 ties together 2 whole games worth of experience in a save file and transitions that into a whole new experience.
And while most gamers praise the improvements from the original Mass Effect to its sequel, some are worried that ME3 may be scaled down for new gamers.
There's some speculation that they're actually going to dumb down the game a little bit, but I actually don't think this is true. I think it's going to be just as complicated and nuanced and really easy to get into as Mass Effect 2 was. We're, of course, going to learn a lot more at this year's E3.
So whether it's lightsabers, lasers, or just a blunt mace, we're going to be checking out all these RPGs and more as we head down the road to E3.